The 4-2 Chicago Bears take the show on the road to the 5-2 Washington Commies this Sunday in a game that was flexed to a more prime spot to showcase the number one quarterback taken in the draft versus the number two quarterback taken in the draft. And even if Jaden Daniels does not play, it will still be the number two quarterback taken in the draft. It's just a different year. And also, the Bears waive two players from the roster. Let's talk about it all today on Sports Chicago Style.
Sports, sports, sports. Sports Chicago style for me and you.
Hey, welcome to Sports Chicago Style. Please make sure to like and subscribe to the video and the channel. Now, is everybody settled in and ready to get it rolling? Cool. All right, so the Bears and the Commies. Number one draft selection, Caleb Williams, quarterback for the Bears, was scheduled to play the number two pick from the same draft of 2024, Jaden Daniels, but he sustained a rib injury last week, so it's still questionable if he will play on Sunday. And in his stead will be Marcus Mariota, the number two selection from the draft of, I believe it's 2015. Yeah, somebody fact check me on that if I'm wrong. But he was, very good in the victory when he had to come in to sub for Daniels after the injury. So it will be a challenge no matter who the quarterback is, because Daniels and Mariota both run the same offense under, new OC Cliff Kingsbury. And they have a nice run game out there in DC, plus Terry McLaurin at wide receiver. So that's always a challenge when they can get that run game going and, then hit you with the play action. And Mariota, as well as Daniels, is athletic enough to hurt you with his legs. He's not as fast, but he can get it done. So the Bears defense will have to stop the run, as always, but be aware of the pass. Now, speaking of being aware of the pass, taking a look at the Chicago Bears injury report, safety Jaquan Brisker is still out in concussion protocol, and Kyler Gordon, the nickelback, is out with a hamstring injury still. But there are reinforcements coming possibly to the O-line in the name of Larry Borum, to the running back room in the name of Travis Homer, and Zach Martin, a defensive end who's recovering from a toe injury. All three are eligible to return off of IR to be able to play this week. Now, in order for them to come off of IR, they have to be put on the roster. And for those positions, there were two waves of players this week by Ryan Poles and the Chicago Bears of Velus Jones Jr., third-round pick from 2022, and a free agent signing from a couple years ago, fullback Kari Blasingame. Now, Velus has been quite disappointing as far as his dropsies on punts, kickoffs, and receptions. Whereas Blasingame was injured a little bit, but it just doesn't look like he fits in the Shane Waldron run offense as a fullback. Waldron seems to favor tight ends over fullback. And so, hopefully those guys can catch on with the team and, have good productive careers. But as far as this Sunday's game, though, that has been flexed to the afternoon, so more eyes across the country can see it. this is an opportunity coming off of a bye week for the head coach Matt Eberflus to improve his record to I believe 3-0 after bye weeks, um, and gives them an opportunity also to continue to grow and develop on the offensive side of the ball, and continue to eat on the defensive side. And another little note before I pass it around the horn to see what everybody else's thoughts are on this game. The Montez Sweat revenge game as he returns to the place where he played until traded for last season, last trading deadline, as a matter of fact, which is coming up next week, I believe, November 5th, day after my birthday. So we'll see if he has a large impact on going back to the place that used to be, a team that he played for. So there are quite a few storylines going on with the game this week, and I'm here for them all. Let's check it out. So with that introduction and breakdown of what's happening generally, let's pass it around to see what the people are thinking around here, what the crew's thinking. So I will pass it over to Coach Tripping. Coach, take it away. For this Sunday's game with the Chicago Bears against the Washington Commies, right? Offensively, we need to see Shane Waldron open up this offense to let Caleb Williams hit more deep field passes and stretch the field, right? As Washington will roll up the coverage for the short and intermediate passes and force the Bears to go long. We need to see the team respond, right? Defensively, this team needs to stop the run as they can get gashed. Defensive coordinator Eric Washington and head coach Matt Eberflus, the de facto defensive coordinator, have had a bye week to figure out how to stop this commies rushing three-headed attack, right? And how to neutralize their play action as well as their mobile quarterback, no matter who plays, whether it be Jaden Daniels or Marcus Mariota, right? Coaching-wise, we need to see Matt Eberflus continue to make smart decisions when challenging, when making calls, and when making personnel substitutions, even though he says not all of those are his decisions, but he's the goddamn head coach. The buck, right, stops with him. Now, I will pass it to Chef Trips. Chef?
Hello! For this week's game, I look forward to the Shane Waldrons to keep opening and expanding the playbook and allowing our rookie quarterback of the Caleb Williams to continue on his progression to get more passing yards than any Chicago Bears quarterback from before in history by utilizing the run game with the Swift and Johnson and opening up the play action to the other receivers. On the defensive side of the ball, I think that the Chicago Bears defensive line will get enough pressure and stop the run enough that the secondary will be able to overcome the two injuries of the Gordon and Brisker being out. As far as the players that were waived, the Velus Jones Jr., oh well, sorry to see you go, but you have not been productive while in the Bears uniform. And the blasting game, the fullback, it looks like this team has found their short yardage fullback with the mini Cooler Kramer, the third string center who comes in to bulldoze the blocking way. So this week, I believe that the Bears will continue their winning ways as they mature and continue to identify their identity. Now, I will hand it to Trip. Take it away, Trip.
Chef,
bro, thanks. So yeah, it's like this week against the commies, it's kind of fucked up that Spidey and Quantity B aren't gonna be there because like Scary Terry, like bro, he's good. He's a goddamn beast. But between the JJ and the JB and 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 Terrell Smith, TS, and Hicks, because he's like that. I think that this Bears defense will be able to contain like the Washington offensive attack. And then I heard that Zach Pickens, he's healthy from his groin injury, so he'll be like helpful in the middle to clog up the run too. So we need to see Gizmo like hit those play actions and those deep passes when 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 they're available, and this Bears offensive line needs to really stand up against the defensive like pass rush from the commies. I mean, they're not like world beaters, but they're like they don't suck. You know, they're like think top half of the league in defensive line pressure. So our offensive line still needs to continue to step up and gel to protect Gizmo and get the ball out to the weapons. And I think like this week, like bro, I think Rome around the world is gonna have a big fucking game, bro. Big fucking game, big game. And because like Washington's gonna be too focused on DJ and Grandpa Keenan and have their hands full with the run, and then like Rome, he's gonna get open and catch a lot of balls, bro, a lot of balls, and so I think like the Bears win this game. Not easy, but definitely win this game. Definitely win this game. Yeah, and so looking forward to it, bro. Yeah. So Triple R.
Well, the interest is peaked, and let's see if the Bears can improve their record, keep fighting for a playoff spot in this tough ass NFC North division, and hopefully everybody stays healthy. Um, yeah. So let's get it. We are always here at Sports Chicago Style on the .com, as well as the social media platforms of Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, as well as here the channel on YouTube. So make sure you are subscribed, like, follow, and all that good shit. All right. So we will be back Sunday for a post-game wrap-up, and hopefully we're talking about a Bears victory. All right. So until
Bear
then,
down, everybody.
bear down, y'all.
Bear down, bro.